Okay, word on the street is we are live from Dixon, Tennessee, Springfield, Illinois. We got both offices.
Springfield, let's go.
We got Travis, our national director of sales. We got Emily, the chief of everything. We can give her a thousand titles, but she's really the chief of everything. Let's just be honest. She's the glue that holds us together. And we're going to walk through just what's going on since last week. And I'm just making sure we're live on all platforms. We sure are. Okay. I love it. I'm going to do some walking around today. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of people in the offices. We got Jack, our reigning agent of the year. He's on a call. What else is new? He's just closing deals. We got Sky in the office. Look at Sky here. What's up, Sky? What's up, Bobby? What's up? What's up? And then we got Meg. Meg just holding the fort down up front. Yep. And we got Alyssa in the back there. We're going to go see Alyssa in a second. But I'm going to take you outside today. Trav, you're in Springfield, Illinois. We're in Tennessee today. What do you have shaking?
Yeah, well, let's go. Let's go take a look really quick. We had some trainings this morning. We had four or five internal agents and some of our fully contracted agents on this morning, and then we have a couple people, about 4 or 5 people registered for our in-person seminar today. Ron's doing his thing in here, and we're gonna have a full house here soon. See what Nick's up to. I don't think we got to say hey to Nick.
Yeah, there's Nick. Let's get up close and personal, Nick. Nick's been with us for.
Go ahead, take her away.
Yeah, you're live, Nick. You're in front of millions right now. Millions.
Front of millions.
And just talk to us. You've been with us for 4 or 5 months now.
About
Brand
5
new
months.
agent. You
Yeah.
came into the industry. What were you doing beforehand?
So I worked in the B2B sales industry, was doing lawn care stuff. So was pretty familiar with kind of the sales jargon, talking on the phone and calling leads was definitely something that's not new to me. The difference now is that kind of the systems and everything that we have in place really allow us to take advantage of every single phone call. So we don't feel like there's a whole lot of wheels spinning going nowhere. You know, the old hamster running on the wheel kind of going nowhere is kind of what's advantageous about what we do. Is that's not really what we do. Is that everyone that we talk to, they're people that have signed up for the webinar, and we get to kind of assist them through the process and make sure that we're picking some options that work out well for them.
Yes, you couldn't tell. Nick knows how to talk. He knows how to sell. Nick, how many leads do you get a week, do you think, that are just new leads that you're working?
I would say probably 8 to 10 that are really, really hot. People that, you like to say are armed and dangerous and are pretty ready to go. Probably add about another 10 that are appointments that we've set through either digging through the funnels, responding to zip code texts, or just calling the leads of people that weren't able to make the webinar, or maybe had something come up. So they maybe had to jump off halfway through or 3/4 of the way through. So following up with a lot of people, that way you get about another 10 appointments. So usually it's kind of right around 18 to 20 every week.
18 to 20. And then how many total leads do you feel like you're working per week? I mean, you had what, over 300 calls last week, and probably over 100 new leads that are dropped into your funnels per week.
Oh yeah. Easy.
At least. Yeah.
Easy. I mean,
awesome.
There's a lot of leads, and we've got a lot of internal agents. The team's growing, so we're kind of able to reach out to everybody, more touch points for the agents, and kind of speeds up the process for clients. Some of them, call us and they say, "Hey, I turned 65 in 2 weeks. Let's get rolling." So we get a lot of those, and then we get a lot of guys and girls that are also maybe a little bit farther away that are kind of getting ahead of the process there. So
One last question for you. You wrote what's called an Umbrella 3 for us last week. That's our top package. It's really the cream of the crop. And you kind of had that aha moment. Talk to us a little bit about what it takes to package 3, 4, 5 policies per client, and what you found over the last 5 months that is making you a successful agent.
Well, so much of it is how it's presented. That's been the biggest thing kind of that I've learned. And kind of the aha moment for me was definitely packaging the conversation as exactly that. It's a package. You have your base Medicare plans, and then we know better than anyone else, your big major exposures that go into that. And me and Travis talk about it all the time, that it kind of blows our minds that more people don't talk about that kind of thing. So with our knowledge, we're able to kind of package everything together and know that it's going to be the best option for you, and just explaining it as a package. And something that you say all the time that I really like is, everyone's kind of programmed to buy packages, not individual things. And I feel like that's what we do better than anybody else, hands down.
We sell packages, not policies. Yeah, baby. Well, great to check in with you, Nick. We'll probably next week. You never know. We'll be right back. We'll see what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Awesome, guys.
Beautiful. Thanks,
Emily,
Nick.
what's going on in your world, the operations side? So you're one of the only folks that we have that's not licensed, and we want to keep it that way because it would terrify me if you had to sell insurance. But everything else you do
Same.
exceptionally. So what's going on in your world?
Yeah, we've got a lot going on in our world. So on the Coach G side, we've got a new newsletter that we're launching this week. It'll come out tomorrow, called
Fun.
Halftime. And so we're really, really excited about that. And so that'll go out to members and non-members, really just to give a glimpse into what's been happening in Coach G for that particular week and what to look forward to for the next week, and give some nuggets around what we're doing and what we're teaching and how we're helping people and all of that good stuff, and celebrating the wins of the people within our program. So that's a big one. We're also, all eyes are on Destin. We are literally just, short of a month away from that event. And so that's going to be awesome down in Destin, Florida. We've got, we've talked about it, a big house down there that we've rented. And we've got a lot of our newer members coming down there to really just learn from each other, and certainly learn from, some of the best in the business. And so we're excited about that. So our world, we're focused on communicating some information around that, focused on travel, getting all the fun events laid down and finalized. So all good things.
Beautiful. And explain to us just in a couple words, like if you're not going to Destin or you're thinking about going to Destin, what does that involve? And who is that for?
So I would say it's for really anybody, wherever you're at. I think, it's funny. I had an agent reach out to me that felt like, oh, I feel like, I'm just getting started. I'm an agent only. I don't have a team, so I really don't feel like this probably is the right event for me. However, this person was very interested in growing a team in the future. And what I would say to anybody that's in that space, like, this is going to open your mind to what could be, like, and also catch you early in your career to really set you on the right path, and to be kind of having the right mindset and thinking about what it would mean to grow a team and what that would look like, and the things to be thinking about, and just really having exposure to a lot of that. For those that are already in that space, so much is going to be focused on, what's working, what's not working, and some real-time adjustments that I think you can make, in the year, for the year, to continue to head on the right track, to reach the goals that you've set for your team. So essentially what will happen, there's also a ton of networking, and that's really the joy of this particular event is, we do have scheduled sessions in the mornings, but a lot of it is really going to be opportunity to kind of figure out who's doing what and get a chance to build relationships. And certainly, really, what I've also explained is like really strong one-on-one time with the coaches in the Coach G program, which you really can't get anywhere else. So, I mean, if you want to really truly become known and build a relationship with the coaches in the program, this is the event for you.
And I can't say it enough. You don't have to build a championship team, but to build a championship team, you have to be a championship producer in my mind. You have to be able to walk the walk, talk the talk, and have kind of went through those steps. I mean, I don't think we could have built the operation that we would have built if I wouldn't have started out as a solo agency owner, and I'm able to lead a lot of people that are trying to take that next step. So that's a huge part of it, is you got to be a championship producer to really build a championship team, in my opinion. And we're going to teach you how to do both of those things at Destin and through the course of the coach's office and the 12-month membership. So I love that. Travis, I'm outside of our Dixon office. They're very different offices. So if you could, please go outside of our Springfield office and just show kind of the setting, the scenery. So I'm down here on Main Street. I mean, if I walk next door, like, it's dangerous. There's pizza and there's ice cream. I mean, like, one door over, pizza and ice cream. Across the street, we got coffee shops. Okay. Oatmeal cream pies, dangerous. I'm telling you that right now. If I wanted
Boutique?
Botox, I
Boutique,
could. Yeah,
dangerous.
boutiques for Emily dangerous. I mean, I could go get Botox if I wanted it. You never know. Massage next door. I mean, I've got all these options. I got a bar. Travis, let's see what you got next door. Not a whole lot.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So here's the front of our office, and then I wish I could turn my camera around, but we
You
got
can.
a parking.
You got a little thing down there. You can turn it around. Don't worry about it.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big
You're
technology
doing a
guy.
good job.
So here's
Yeah.
the parking lot here, and then I mean we're in a pretty open space here. So we have there's a couple offices down this way, and there's a few professional offices over there. I think there's a financial person, and then we have a Springfield Clinic doctor's office right next door. We have a PNC Bank right there, and then we got a back parking lot here where middle of the day we always like to go back and we walk down and back a few times, get some
Yep.
fresh air. So
Love it. And you can see signage. So in front of our building here, we got Medicare and retirement. It's what we do. I mean, this is a very high traffic road. We probably have 100 people that walk past the door a day. We have, I would say, 200 cars that drive past the sign each day. Outside of that building, Travis, let's see some signage that we have there.
yeah, so I was just right in front. So this sign, it's a little our big sign. It says Medicare 101 seminar every week. Walk-ins welcome. It has our phone number on there, and then our big. This is what you see right when you come up. We got Jason Foley, Medicare and retirement planning. It's what we do, and then we actually
The
got
G-Wagon,
the
baby.
G-Wagon out here as well.
That's a real G-Wagon. Everybody wants
the
the
G-Wagon right there.
everybody wants the 6,000-pound deductible. We got the G-Wagon. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But as we walk back inside, and Emily, you'll probably have to mute as I walk back inside. But as we walk back inside, our offices are very different. So this is what ours looks like when you walk in here in Tennessee. It's very downtown brick, just really cool vibes. And I always say, I can't walk in here with slacks and dressed up. In the Springfield office where Trav is, it's a little bit different vibe. You're slacks in there, and it's more of an office. It's an old bank. Let's kind of just get an high level kind of shot of that, Trav, if you can.
Yeah. So you walk right in, and it's our main lobby area. We have tables set out. We have our Medicare breakdown books. We have a TV and where we present for our Medicare 101s out here. And then we each have individual offices in here. So there's a office here right to the right. We got Ron's over here to the left. Office here. We got Nick's office here. Wes Lunt is not in the office today. Got another office back here.
And then we got DC. We got Andy Elliott in the back.
We got Andy Elliott back here. So he's rocking and rolling.
Devin, let's check in on Devin real quick. Is he available?
Yeah.
Devin's 3 weeks. Devin's starting his third week. Devin, you got a tie on again today?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
I don't have
hell,
any.
you look good. You look good. You feel good. You play good. Devin, you're starting your third week in the business. Okay. Talk to us about what is the hardest part for you so far. What do you struggle with the most being third week in the industry?
Finding time to study for the licensing exam. I'm still not licensed, so I still have to do that. Outside of that, just getting down the presentation. I'm not used to doing 30-minute presentations, but the more I practice, the better I get. So I would say those two are the biggest.
Yeah, coming
hardest.
from the car industry, I
part.
think that's so interesting because a lot of people probably do enter the insurance industry from the car industry. What are the two biggest similarities that you see between the two industries, between the car sales industry and the insurance industry?
Just talking to people, getting to understand what's important to them, their specific needs, specific wants, and just really tying everything together to best fit their unique needs.
Yeah. So talk to me again about your first year in the car industry. You sold how many units? 180?
180, 185, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that sounds like a lot to me, but I mean just brag on yourself a little bit. That's a lot for car sales, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially for like a rookie that didn't know anything about cars going into it. Really, all I knew about cars was to get my oil change done periodically, and then that was it. I didn't know anything about all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. I didn't know about important features or anything under the hood, so I kind of had to learn from the ground up, and then I had to learn to sell on top of that. But it all kind of just flowed together, and it worked out.
Okay, last question. So you're having a lot of success in the car industry. You're a killer. What makes you
Mhm.
leave the car industry and join our team?
Well, I stumbled upon this opportunity on Indeed, and then I looked into the Coach G platform via Instagram and whatnot, and I kind of just fell in love with kind of what you guys were putting together. And then, of course, on top of that, Chris reached out to me and asked if I was interested. And after looking through um, your platform and everything like that, it was kind of just a no-brainer.
Yeah. Biggest sign to me about when somebody's going to have success is how fast do they make a decision when it's not an easy decision. And
Mhm.
for you, I think you got the offer and within 2 days you made the decision, which tells me everything I need to know that you take the opportunity what's there, you seize, you take action, and I have no doubt you're going to do really well. So we're excited for you. We'll check in probably next week or the week after, see what's going on. I think we're going to see your first sale. Well, you get licensed around the 26th if you pass. So we're looking early April for that first sale and getting you on the board. So we're fired up.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Awesome.
Love it. Great to see you.
Jared, good to see you.
Crushed it, man. And I did, Chase, really quick. I wanted to add to that too. You had said how fast someone makes a decision, and I always think back to when we were in the interview with Devin in the office, and we asked him, how soon would you start? And so I think we interviewed him on Friday. And he said I'll start on Monday.
But what did he say before that? He said I have a couple leads I got to clean up, as in car leads. And I was like, okay, well, probably got a month then. He's like, well, I can start in a few days. In other words, like, hey, that's how fast leads turn over in the car industry. Like he's closing a couple cars and then he's gone. So he's been great so far. Quick learner, high hopes for him. Jack, you still on the phone?
No.
We got Jack Hockaday, our reigning, 3-time or 4-time agent of the year?
I don't know. I think 4.
Three or four, Pete. Jack, just give the audience. We're live in front of millions and millions of people.
Millions? That's
Yeah,
it?
millions.
Okay.
Tell us what it takes to be the reigning back to back agent of the year.
I'd say the biggest thing is, in my opinion, is persistency and not being afraid to ask for the close, and just being strong in your recommendation and just be a killer at the follow-up. A lot of times people will say no the first time, and if you just keep asking, they might say yes the second or third time. The worst they could say is no.
The most persistent person I know. Like he'll follow up like 50 times.
It's an exaggeration.
Yeah,
but-
it's a lot. It's a lot. But Jack, just how many? Did you try some more apps?
No, just one on the day so far.
One on the day so far, but you got a lot of opportunity out there, right? Expect to close a lot more, looks
Hope
like.
so.
Yep. We're going to check in with our last Mohegan today. We got Alyssa Gonzalez, and Alyssa's entering our new model, Medicare U. Alyssa's a 100% independent broker, owns her own shop, has been super successful, and coming down to Tennessee. And this isn't just for anybody. I mean, we like Alyssa a lot, but we would love for this opportunity to take off, but you have to be cool like Alyssa. So Alyssa, talk to us about where you're from, what you're doing here in Dixon, Tennessee, because no one wakes up and says, I want to move to Dixon, Tennessee.
Not at all. Hey there, I'm a transplant from San Antonio, Texas. It's in my heart, but my mind and my drive, I just knew I needed to get a little bit closer to the fire, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I live in Dixon, and it kind of reminds me of small town USA, but it's the best place to focus, and that's why I'm here.
Love it. You've been here like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I really haven't asked you this question yet, so I'm curious. Just be honest. In 2 weeks, have you learned anything, or you feel like anything like right off the bat, it's like, okay, I'm not doing that. I need to do this different or anything?
I think through osmosis here, because I can hear Jack over there, I can hear Chase there, I can hear Emily crushing it and talking about brand. So it's just learning things through osmosis, and then like subconsciously, Jack and I were just talking. We're here because we work better with a team than at home, comfortable by yourself.
There's no doubt. You work so much better like when you're around other people. Like you're only as good as the people around you. But we're super excited about Alyssa. I'm going to take you upstairs and kind of explain to you the Medicare U model, but I cannot wait to see what happens with you a year from now. We're going to crush it. Already crushing it. Just going to crush it more. So I'm going to take you upstairs. We're doing the remodel, and Megan and I were just going over the numbers. We're putting just shy of $100,000 into this thing. And it's going to show because it's going to be beautiful. But this is our Medicare U model where we have independent brokers like Alyssa coming from all over the country. And then we have LOAs and leadership members working up here. And this used to be an old apartment building up here. So we're in the middle of construction. And I'll get over here out of the noise a little bit. We got Jonathan. Jonathan, you're live with millions of people.
Oh.
Yeah. It's great. It's get out of my face. But we got the ceiling going up right now. So I'll do the before and after one of these days, but this used to be all covered up with paneling. We brought the where's my hand? We brought the brick wall back, and then we're putting, I can flip the camera out. Here we go. Then we're putting the tongue and groove up, LED lighting everywhere. And then we have 1, 2, 3 offices. This will be an open sales floor on each side. So we'll have about 10, 11, 12 cubicles, 3 offices. And you talk about environment, this thing is going to be freaking awesome. So we're hoping to have this done in about 3 to 4 weeks. And I know it looks like we're nowhere near it, but this is really the transformation stage where you start putting the ceiling and the walls up. All the electric, all that stuff is done. So super exciting up here. And remember, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I need to change my environment, and you're able to move, Dixon, Tennessee, right by Nashville, and this will change your life, in my opinion. It's going to force you to appreciate. And to be a part of it, it is monthly booth rental. You have to be in the coach's office, and you have to be 100% contract. 3 rules. That's it. And that'll completely transform you. So reach out if that interests you. Trav, wrap us up. What do you got going on this week? I mean, we're gearing up for 1,000 people on our webinar today. You're training like crazy. What are your focuses for this week as a national sales director? What does the rest of your week look like, and what do you focus on?
Yeah, so there's quite a few different things, but with the biggest thing that you mentioned, so a little over 1,000 people registered for our webinar. So always taking the time to make sure those get distributed across our internal team evenly, the calendars, the auto books that we get. So just managing all of that. And then distributing the leads between all of our internal agents. And then, like you said, training like crazy right now. So Devin, with him being in his 3rd week, spending a lot of time with Devin and having him shadow me on appointments, when I'm appointment setting, all sorts of different things. And then just doing individual one-on-one trainings with him. And then we do so we have 4 different internal trainings throughout the week. So Monday, right after our team meetings, Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and then Friday at about noon. So each training serves a different purpose as far as, hey, so Monday it's getting prepared for the week. Tuesday it's working on different skills, product knowledge, all sorts of fun things there. Same thing with Thursday. And then Friday is, what did you see this week? What did you struggle with this week? What were some of your wins this week? And I like to structure it in different ways each time. So doing a lot of that with our whole internal team, and seeing a lot of different successes from those internal trainings, which is really fun to watch. And then other than that, just doing my normal day to day, which is appointments with new clients and handling some questions and small service items from current clients, just small questions. And yeah, just constant communication with our internal team. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of training, and talking to a lot of new clients right now.
Communication. You talked for a couple minutes there, but then you said communication. And at the end of the day, your role is so much about communication. It's just communicating with agents, communicating with agency owners, making sure that people really understand what they're talking about, understand what they're doing. That all happens with communication. So I think that's the most important part of your job, is just communicating consistently and constantly with agents and agency owners. And that's what a lot of people need, as I talk about it a lot. Being a solo agency owner, being a new agent is a lonely place to be. And just having somebody there to communicate with you and be there and help you place business and help you understand where you went right or wrong is so impactful in your long-term success. Emily, take us really home this time. What does the rest of your week look like, and what do you got shaking?
All right. Good. Okay. So, yeah, I've got a couple of several onboarding calls actually that I still have going on for brand new Coach G clients. So if you join the coach's office, you get to chat with me as you make your way into the program. We help guide you in the right direction from where you want to start. I've got several of those, working on getting the halftime out, and then also we are in the final stages, I should say, getting close to the final stages of a book that Chase primarily wrote. I have a few of my wisdom pieces in there as well, called Dynasty, and so that's all around really how to, again, create championship producers and build championship teams, and how we've done that and how we can help you do that. So that I gotta get to that. I gotta work on that. We gotta work on our draft. So that's the biggest priority on my week.
You know what? I love rewarding people that show up. And if you made it 26 minutes into this video, or you're live right now and you just caught the right time, comment the word Dynasty, and I'm going to send you a free copy of the Dynasty book. Okay. Really proud of what we put into that. It starts off in my journey of being a solo agent, LOA agent, really making $30,000 my first year, all the way to creating a multi-million-dollar agency. And like I said, we put everything we got in that thing. So comment the word Dynasty. I'll send you a free copy, and can't wait to see you next week on these. These are fun. Don't you guys like these? These are fun. Love jumping around the office and seeing everybody. And if you're liking them, please like or comment, subscribe, whatever the heck platform you're on. Just let us know that these are valuable to you. And we would love to help you in any way you can. So if you're an agent out there, you're struggling, or you're just trying to go to the next level, how are you going to get there? And everybody says how, replace that with who. Okay. And hopefully we are your who's, and we would love to talk with you. So reach out if you need anything, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.